Well, good morning, everyone. It is currently 3:45 on Thursday morning here. I figured I would create a little video and showcase a little bit of my life, the not so glam part of my life. So many of you know that I am basically I run a company here. I'm sort of the hazmat lead manager for this company called Rapid Response Industrial Group. And a lot of what they do is we do environmental spills, and also like the hazmat emergency response side, which could be screening suspicious packages, drug detection, biohazards, all of that. So I do have one client in particular who calls me pretty steadily Monday through Friday between the hours of 1 a.m. usually and 6 a.m. Last week I had 6 call outs, so it was pretty brutal. And this week I've had 3 so far. So part of the deal is that I respond as soon as possible, and I basically assess with my laser screener the package and clear the scene, and then I'm done. However, I am under contract for 4 hours, so I have to stay nearby in the vicinities and basically just wait in case there's a second call out. So that's currently what I'm doing. And sometimes I read, sometimes I nap, but right now I'm wide awake, so I figured I'd share a little video. And this is the glam me. I'm wearing my New Balance hoodie, what I was wearing in bed, and half of a Tyvek suit, so super chic. But I mean, no one really sees me. I'm here by myself. I operate mostly by myself, and that's just how it goes with running a company. So the reason I've started creating this is also based on life priorities. So as many of you know, I announced that I'm getting into the real estate world, and I'm not fully licensed yet. I just want to make that clear. I will be fully licensed by March. I'm waiting on the last module 4, which is the 2-day seminar, and the earliest I could get is the end of February. So I'm doing all the training, and I'm shadowing with Brent at Judy Lindsay team. I'm putting in all the work now, as far as preparing myself to be a better agent, one-on-one, hands-on. I've done all the studying and all the book learning, and that part is great, and that's part of what you need for your licensing. However, I feel the real life hands-on experience, the negotiation tactics, the interaction of how you're going to be presenting, your presenting style, your confidence, all that needs to really show as a new agent. So that's what I'm working on now. And it's not always easy. It's hard running a company, and then also, being available 24/7, plus trying to balance your life of fully immersing yourself into training and preparing yourself for the next steps, and also going to be transitioning into that. So I'm basically going to be doing both. I'm going to be running 2 companies for the time being. I eventually want to fully transition into real estate, but it's going to take some time, as we know that world is a little difficult, and commissions come in when they come in. It could take a few months by the time you put up a home and you list it, or whatever the case may be. It just does, those commissions just don't trickle in as soon as you sell a house. So it's a balancing act. I mean, I don't have anyone providing for me, and basically what I can say is a lot of people sort of complain, or they make excuses, or they say they're not happy with something, but they're unwilling to make changes. And I have been there myself in the past, and I've had to take accountability for that. And I realized, I wanted my life to change. So I realized, how am I going to do that? And I want better for my future. So how do I go about doing that? Well, it's going to require a lot of sacrifice and time. And, in order to achieve that, as well as monetary output. But I'm doing it, and I'm working towards those goals. And it's not easy. There are times where I'm lacking in sleep. That's part of the world I live in, and in the emergency response world. And then I hustle during the day and do what I need to do. Rick Ross says it best: every day I'm hustling. I'm hustling. But all jokes aside, that's what we have to do. That's what I have to do in order to secure a better future. And then I still do everything I need to do in a normal workday. I still, I invoice, I do business development, I do maintenance of my equipment, I restock, I do what's needed. And then I also train, and I go to the gym. So even though I'm exhausted, I'll still go. I'll be on no sleep, and I'll go. I still make time for my family and friends and, you know, the important people in my life. I make time for my dog. I try to give her the best life possible. And even though I'm not there with her as often as I would like, and I do my best to multitask. And, you know, when people tell you they have no time, we all have the same 24 hours a day. It's just what you choose to devote your time to. I mean, there are times when I definitely don't get the 7 to 8 hours. I'd say that's pretty routinely now. And do I advise the lack of sleep? No, I don't. But there are times when you need to sacrifice sleep to get to where you want to be. So I think people truly need to be accountable for what they want in this world. And I have friends who are going through a lot of, everyone's going through things. And I want to say that I respect and I appreciate you all. I've seen the journeys you're going through, the struggle, whether it's physical, whether, you know, it's mental, whether it's real life changes that you're working towards, career changes, and it's not easy. Like I see you and I respect what you're going through, and I can relate because I'm going through the same things. And life is not always the glam and the highlight reel of Instagram or Facebook. It's not always the most amazing moments. It's the tough moments that people don't always see. You know, I don't have anyone that I'm sort of with currently, and, you know, I have to hustle and grind for myself, and that's okay. I'm preparing myself to be the best person I can be. I feel like I will be a strong agent mentally because I've been in all sorts of life situations and all emergencies, and I stay calm under pressure, and I can always find a solution. So I feel like that's going to be advantageous to me in all aspects of life. There's not too much that I'm not willing to like handle or can deal with. So, you know, like if you are struggling or going through something, feel free to reach out to me. Like I can relate to probably so many different experiences in life, and people, you know, they see one side of me, but they don't understand what I've truly gone through in life. Like a lot of tough things, which I won't totally share here because it would be a very long video and probably sort of emotional. So, you know, I can relate. So feel free to reach out, but just know that if you're stuck, you have to be accountable, and you have to be willing to make the changes. So if you want to make this your year, it's still early in the year. It's only beginning of February. I mean, there's so much of the year left. There's 11 months to grind and figure out what you need to do. You know, if you're feeling stuck in a career, if you're feeling stuck in fitness, or like a relationship, and you don't know, there's so many different avenues that you may have to look at things, and the answers are not always going to be easy or what you want, but it's making the connection and the realizations, right? So that's all I have to say, really. It's my 2 cents. It's deep thoughts for early Thursday morning, but that's the real me, and that's the realism side of what you're going to get. But you know, keep on keeping on, and yeah, hopefully you have a great day, and take care. Bye for now.